my mom's not exactly here, but I don't know where she is. Well, okay, so she was just gone one day, and no one really talked about it. It was just life moved on, you know? But I was young enough that I didn't really have any way to talk about it. I didn't know what was happening, and she was just gone, and Dad was sad, and there wasn't music for a while, and then I kind of understood after a while that she was just gone, but nobody ever wanted to talk about it, so I don't know what happened. I feel like, well, tonight is Samhain, and when during Samhain, the veils between the different planes of existence and between the different spirit world and our world are generally thinner. So if any time was a good time to try to contact someone in another universe or plane of existence or spirit world or something like that, which I think my mom might be somehow, wouldn't that be like a good time? What if my mom's stuck somewhere like that? And because no one ever talks about anything after something weird happens, well,
yeah,
that makes total sense that no one would talk about anything to do with my mom because she just no longer exists because something weird happened to her.
Okay.
Or something.
we can always learn stuff. I mean, the worst case scenario is nothing happens.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, like, I know that I'm new here in
You are indeed
doing the weird stuff. So, if I can make a contribution, that would be cool. So, mac and cheese. This is something that's mine that I think is really cool, and I think that you can hold on to it for whatever you're doing with ghosts and stuff, right? Because this thing has all kinds of powers. He pulls out what is absolutely a replica dagger that is like 12 inches long, the handle of which sort of curls up towards the blade, and you can see just above the pommel on the actual blade is a big red stone with a cat's eye. That has like all kinds of powers. It's called the Sword of Omens.
Do you carry this with you everywhere, Lucas?
No. So all of you are gathered around a pentacle, sat at the 5 points of the star. Salt objects scattered around, eyes are closed, hands are linked, and a chant is chanted. All of you, this is a familiar kind of feeling, and the 5 of you find yourselves standing in a circle, not sitting, and everything around you is black. There is a low, ankle-high fog sort of rolling in from seemingly nowhere. No air currents move this around, and you hear a drip just sort of echoing in the distance from everywhere. And as you open your eyes, you all are in that space between.
Hello?
In your left ear, you hear your mother's voice. It's not safe here for you.
Where is here?
The space between worlds.
Is that you?
No.
Is that the others?
No. The others aren't here. They're in another world.
Where are you?
It's hard to explain. I'm here. I can't leave here. There are entities in this space. Not everyone got here the same way I did or the same way you did. I don't know how they got here. I don't know where they came from. I don't know how long they've been here. The chorus is a malevolent force. I don't know how many there are, but I know that 4 of them have awoken. I think they're in Glenbrook. Remember this. The gnasher in the dark, the sound before a scream, the dark beneath the ground, and the space between dreaming. Those are the 4 who've been awoken.
It sounds like poetry. I don't understand, but I guess I'll...
There's not much I can tell you,
Yeah.
but keep an eye on your friend, the girl with blue eyes. She has some part to play in this. I'm just not sure what.
Keep her close.
She was here for too long.
What happens when you stay for too long?
You're changed.
That's for sure.
I'm aware of Project X. Yes. I'm not sure what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, as long as he's safe. That's all we care about.
Last time I was here, we were...
Colt, you feel your hood depress in a very, gentle sort of way, and in a way that you... Mrs. Trivedi planted a kiss on the top of your head, and you alone hear, please keep my daughter safe.
I promise I will.
I love you, Mom. I hope I get to talk to you again soon. Even if it's just through the radio.
I love you so much, Mackenzie, and I'm so proud of you. Look what you've become.
Right, meow?
Arise, minions, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for episode 6 of Glenbrook Unhallowed, season 2, episode 6. This one is called Vasovagal Syncope, and contrary to whatever Gnome says, it's not about pooping. That being said, you saw the intro, you know what to do. You've seen the things, you know what happened. If you haven't caught up, go get caught up. It's over on our YouTube. But if you like what we do here and you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is over on our Patreon. Link for that down below. While you're clicking on that link and joining the Patreon, go over and join us in the Discord. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the conversation. Because every so often, I shout out to everyone in the Discord and say, what should happen in tonight's episode? Because I don't know. And sometimes you guys give me responses. So that's pretty cool. And as always, in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the corruption bar. That bar serves two purposes. One is when that bar fills, I get to do what the hell I want to these wonderful players and characters here. I will let you know, I do have a carryover corruption bar from a previous episode. So we're starting with 1 in the bank. And 2, every single dollar that goes into that bar goes back to these wonderful, amazing faces that you see here before you. That being said, let's jump back in to Glenbrook. Episode 6, Season 2, Vasovagal Syncope. Today is Saturday, November the 2nd, 1985. Our shortest time jump this season. It is 2 days after Halloween. The camera zooms in over the slightly moist and misty streets of Glenbrook. The orange, yellow, red leaves have fallen from the trees. They gather in clumps at the edges of the street. They cover yards that have not been raked. And that sheen of last night's rain still clings to the streets. But the camera swoops down past all those streets, down Crystal Lake Drive, and into Tommy Vernon's salvage yard, where everything here glistens in both shiny chromatic colors and rust. And we stop at a slightly refurbished Volkswagen bus, outside of which sits a piecemeal go-kart, if you can call it a go-kart. A metal frame, barely a seat, a small engine, and 4 mostly circular wheels. Inside the bus, away from the rain, however, sits Otis, Mac, Alara, and Colt, as well as...
Don't
what?
Don't.
As well as Jennifer.
Oh.
Strangely absent
You dick.
from this area is everyone's favorite adorable robot companion, Charlie.
That's a stretch.
The camera
We have
zooms
2
in,
corruption
passes.
bars.
That's true. Passes through the window and into the Volkswagen bus. What are the 5 of you doing?
What are the I was doing? Just at this point, he's just like has no clue. I'm assuming at this point he just was hanging out because everybody else is hanging out around here. Is probably like using his hockey stick to kind of whack it, keep up a rock or a hockey ball in the air. Field hockey, right?
Hockey
Field
ball?
hockey has ball. Field hockey has balls. They use ball. Field hockey, they don't use pucks.
It is true that they do use a ball.
Ew.
I just don't trust anything that KP says about a sport.
I
That's
know this
also
much.
fine.
That's. I mean,
Ask me about cricket. Go.
valid.
Ask me about
Okay,
cricket.
that's
Let's
that's
go.
different. That's different.
That's a sport.
Mac is sitting in the corner, nose deep in a notebook. She's been taking notes from various occult books that are kind of strewn around her.
As a general reminder here, for everyone, audience, cast, players, so far you have survived a mysterious carnival in which it never happened. You have met a strange robot that existed only in a dream. And you have, most of you have met a man who is entirely head to toe pitch black, except for his golden eyes.
Yeah.
You've also,
And only some of us can see that.
that's true. You've
Yeah.
also done a strange ritual in a 13-year-old girl, a 14-year-old girl's bedroom.
She's 15 now.
15. Sorry, that's right. It's your birthday. I apologize. A 15-year-old girl's bedroom where you transported yourselves into some strange space and talked to presumably ghosts about things like the chorus and Project X and the dangers that await you in Glenbrook. This is the first time you guys have all had together without the worry of school to figure out what the hell is happening. So as Mac pores over books on the occult, Alara, Colt, Otis, what are you doing?
I mean, did we have this conversation that that's what we're planning to do here to figure things out, or did we be like, hey, let's come hang out? And
No, we're literally
Yeah.
just gathered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're just
yeah.
here because this is where
Yeah.
we end up.
yeah. So
Constantly.
then, yeah, Otis is like probably like whacking the ball into a makeshift trash can that's been tipped over to be like a goal. It's kind of, just doing his own thing, unless like anybody wants to join him on this. But
Well, Alara's like laying down, like kind of like propped up against like probably like the back of like the passenger seat or something, like on the floor of the van. So like is like stretched out, and like one of her feet is just like poking, like just tapping, like her like shoe is just like tapping, just absentmindedly, but also definitely with the goal to be like lowest level annoying. You know, like little siblings just like
with tapping me?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
bugging you, just bugging you, just. So it's so rhythmic. Maybe you won't even notice after a while. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, I think
You're
he's just
10-year-old
like,
brother.
at
Who
this
knows what
point,
you can
prob-
say, what you can take. But yeah, Lara's got her little notebook out. Thank you. Chat, thank you, chat. Got her little notebook out. And she's kind of like occasionally when Max says something maybe out loud or like says something important, she'll like kind of write it down, but she's not really paying attention because she's just like thinking about, she's somewhat self-absorbed, and she's kind of just like thinking about like how like to kind of break through the Cold War that's going on in her house.
Don't forget Jen's here too.
And Jen
True.
is here. Oh no, that's right. Jen is there. Oh. Very distracted. Very distracted. Probably like the situation is probably leaning against Jen, kicking at Otis
Okay. Colt,
repeatedly.
what are you doing?
Michael.
Yes, my friend.
Oh boy.
Does he have a middle name? I feel like a middle name is needed to be used there for a second.
No, he's not in trouble. No middle name. How successful was Charlie in building this go-kart?
It goes.
Great.
That's all.
Guess who's out there just riding it?
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
what are you gonna do when you got a
Is
whole
it
junkyard to
raining?
yourself?
It rained last night, so everything
yeah,
is
who gives
wet.
a shit? It's
Yeah.
it's way more fun now. Now there's mud flying everywhere.
Oh, you're
Okay.
filthy. You are not coming in the van like that.
Absolutely.
Just for shits and gigs here, roll me tinkering.
Oh, Tinker. Ooh. I guess I should open my character sheet.
Tinker.
I could
is
totally
a
imagine like if
drive.
O just accidentally missed one of his goals and the balls kind of shoot out, but that
Come on, roll 20.
Colt just bolts in his go-kart to go get the ball and bring it back, because hey, that's a way to do it.
Oh, am I still exhausted? We've had a lot of time.
No, yeah. If you guys have any negative conditions, you're fine.
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you are zip zooming around on this thing. It makes a cacophony of sound. There's it's like the old jalopy from like Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Boom! It just like
So you
backfires.
built Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah. very much that. As you zoom around, you are the loudest source of noise here.
Oh yeah, it probably reeks.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Reeks of like diesel
It
fuel.
smells like diesel fumes.
Yeah.
Of like burnt diesel fumes, because you're like siphoned other things in the salvage yard to find it. Like old diesel. While Otis tings a ball into a metal trash can, Mac mumbles to herself about different occult practices and how this could mean. And Alara bounces back and forth between annoying Otis and fawning over Jennifer. Meanwhile, Jennifer sits on, amusedly watching Colt zoom around. You all sit there in various states of childhood.
Boredom.
Colt, you whether you have decided to do anything about this or not, you have noticed that Charlie is missing. And in all your zooming around or Charlie is not present. All of your zooming around the salvage yard, you have still not seen him. Whether you are too preoccupied with how cool this go-kart is, versus finding a mysterious robot that you found in the junkyard.
Absolutely not. Charlie is so way more important.
Yeah, so you have zoomed around, and to no avail. As far as you can tell, there is no Charlie currently, at least as far as you can see. As you all go about your Saturday morning, the rest of you who are not Colt and who are keen of perception hear that telltale sound of some tires rolling down the dirt path up to the salvage yard. And anyone who turns ahead and looks sees a blacked out Chrysler LeBaron rolling up the driveway and passing through the chain link fence. And right behind it, good 10 feet, is a blacked out panel van. They slowly roll to a stop out in front of Tommy's office. And all of you see a sight you've seen before. A young man in a suit, more or less, gets out of the front driver's side, walks around to the back side of the vehicle and opens the back door. A cane drops out, 2 feet drop out, and a man stands. However, this is not Mr. Black. You see before you the ringmaster, Mr. LaBelle, complete with his skull-shaped cane, suit befitting some sort of governmental employee, and he walks towards Tommy's office. All of the windows in the panel van are blacked out. You can't see who's driving there, but they both stop. Similar to the first time you were here at the salvage yard, and a bunch of people showed up and wiped Tommy's memory. Mr. LaBelle walks inside, closes the door behind him, and his driver returns to his vehicle. And they sit and wait. What are you doing?
And we all clearly saw Mr. LaBelle walk out. Like we recognized him.
Yep. I mean, he wasn't in a ringmaster suit, but you saw him as a ringmaster, and then you saw him again when you escaped the carnival. You saw him again as a regular-looking man at the end of the night when you snuck along the wood line.
I kind of start pointing with my hockey stick and be like, guys, like, that's him, right? That was... Anybody remember that dude?
Guy.
Circus guy!
Yeah.
That's the same guy.
It's the coin that we had.
Why is he here?
Mm-hmm. Well, his fucking robot's here.
Last time that van pulled up, they brought Tommy in the back and wiped his memory, I think.
Well,
Sure.
I will say it is an identical looking van. Like the style, the make and model of the van are the same. This one
Yeah.
is completely blacked out. The one that actually wiped Tommy's mind was the New England Positronics.
Oh, okay. Well, we have flawed memories, so you know what?
That's fine.
I'm sticking with it.
Well, we shouldn't let them see us. They seemed that other guy,
Oh.
the weird guy, he seemed really interested that we were here.
Yeah, that's true. That weird
I
guy.
guess it
you
does
mean
make
the-
sense.
The guy
Yeah.
that's training my mom.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that is creepy. We definitely shouldn't let creepy people like that maybe see Jen, in case they
Yeah.
can like tell.
Right. Colt. Go.
No. Just let him. He's
Yell.
off doing something. Don't draw attention to us.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's all by himself out there. He's running around.
Yeah,
he's making
he's
a big
fine.
loud thing.
Yeah, but
Okay.
like he's being like normal, and like that big loud distraction is pretty safe and gives us some good cover to like not
And-
get noticed.
If someone tries to like chase him, he is already in a vehicle and can easily get away.
Yeah, plus he
Um,
knows this place
but-
better than any of us.
Yeah, but we, however, are inside and we don't want to be seen. So don't call attention to us, because that's the opposite of what we need to do.
I'm not gonna leave my brother. Okay, fine. Well, what do we do? Hide? Do we go inside the van?
We're already in the
We're
van.
already in the van. We just need to not make a bunch of noise.
Yeah, we can like peek through the window.
Chill out, Otis. You're so high strung.
Yeah, man.
After, are you guys not? After everything's okay. Okay. All right.
Otis,
All right.
I
Yes.
have a question for you.
Yes.
In absolutely everything that we've experienced, has freaking out helped at all?
Are you,
Even once.
Right.
Has it helped?
I mean, kind of. I mean, we kind of got out of the freaking loop alive
Nope.
because we freaked out.
We didn't freak. We like, especially because like Jen is here. Like, we didn't freak. We ran quickly. And had
There's-
Oh,
excellent
yes. Okay.
reflexes.
Yes. We ran very quickly.
Okay. Well, you
The
know,
air quotes were
actually,
unnecessary.
panic is really incapacitating for a lot of people. So just try to take deep breaths or something.
Yeah. Plus, like, Colt is fine. For all we know, Colt is secretly, Superman. Someday.
Oh, sorry, my thing froze up. What'd you say
Oh.
last?
I said, for all we know, Colt could be, Superman someday. So
What?
he's probably fine. Because like
He's from another
Project
world
stuff.
or something.
yeah. KP wasn't there for that episode.
It's his own fault. It's on YouTube.
That's an information that Otis doesn't know.
As
so.
We would have told you.
yeah, they would have told
Yeah,
you.
we would have told you.
We
by
would have
the-
come home and
it's
been like,
been-
"You will not believe what we had to go
it's-
through today." Also,
been a
I
month and a
saved
half.
him so much. You owe me so many slushies. You had
Yeah.
this conversation.
As the three of you bicker amongst yourselves, you all feel the van shift. The
Huh?
shift of someone moving inside of it. And from the back door, the double door,
Shit.
you see Jennifer stand up. She was sitting with her legs over the tailgate. Stand up and walk out without
Jen.
saying a word.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna like rush after her because
So much for that.
She
I'm out.
continues walking away from the van.
Mm.
Any call you make after her, Alara, is not received with any sort of acknowledgement.
Hmm.
And if you follow her direct path, she is
Mhm.
walking right towards the front door of Tommy Vernon's office.
I'd probably be running up, put my hands around her waist and be like, "Hey, where are we going?"
She does not answer you. In fact, her face is completely placid. And you put your arms around her waist, and you use all of your strength to sort of hold her back as she continues to plow forward, eventually starting to drag your feet along with her.
Oh, this is not normal.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll run.
no.
Because I'm
Yeah,
like dragging
I run.
my feet, grabbing on.
Runs in front and tries to like just like hold like almost like barricade style. Try to stop her, like maybe I'll hold her shoulders or whatever you can.
You try to form a human barricade to stop her from going. KP, or Otis, I need you to make me a force check.
Yeah, you do.
Is there any
need
advantage 'cause
successes.
I'm trying to help?
There is not.
Damn.
You need 2 successes for this to succeed.
Okay, come on. That's 1.
No, you get 1 roll to get 2 successes. Of your 8 dice, 2 of them needed to be 6s. You throw your full weight. You've been working out over the summer. You throw all the force you have to stop her from moving forward. And this is like a field hockey player being hit by a linebacker. Not what you were ready for, not what you trained for, and she walks through you. Whoa. Arms to shoulders, you put shoulder to shoulder, she continues to plow straight through you.
I am being dragged.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
Max
are,
trying to
you
get
are
like
around
in
the
front and be
waist,
like,
head in the small of her back as she is dragging your, I assume, red Chuck Taylors across the dirty salvage yard.
Yeah.
Yo, what is wrong with her?
Hello. She's not responding.
Max just trying to see if she can like make contact somehow.
Yeah.
Mac, use the force.
Mac, since you're further away and in front of her, in a way that you can see her face, you realize that there is no. It's like blank. Like, you know when you catch someone zoning out? It's that like slack-jawed, completely muscle relaxed in the face, and it's almost like her eyes are glazed over, like she's not even seeing you all. And she is headed straight for Tommy's office.
That's gonna hurt when we hit the door.
Yeah. She's probably gonna open the door. Oh, maybe.
Oh, we should hope. You try to use the force, it doesn't work. I don't know. We got nothing.
Oh my god! If no one lets go, you continue getting pushed forward. I assume Alara is getting dragged. Otis is getting manhandled. And Max slowly backs up, waving and trying to figure out what the hell's happening.
If I can't stop her by pushing her, I'm just going to see if I can lift her.
Ooh.
Okay. I will let you.
Like when you lift up a puppy and there's still.
I will let you re-roll. Same rules apply. Roll me force. You need 2 successes.
Oh, come on, baby. Come on.
He's quite muscular.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. You're lifting.
All those squats have helped in the squat rack. With 3 successes, you reach down and find a consent appropriate location to grab and lift as you stand using your legs. And with a 3rd success, Alara, you also lift off the ground just a little bit.
Hey, them gains.
You, Mac, you notice there is no change in Jennifer's face. There's no change in her body position. And Otis, you can feel her still moving, like wriggling against you, as if she is continuing to walk forward. As if she hasn't realized the ground has left her feet, essentially. I'm
like, what is wrong with her? And I start just walking her back to the van.
Yeah. You also notice,
just let go.
Otis, you also realize that she is far heavier than she has any reason to be. It's like her pants are full of lead. It's like you are lifting a person who was lifting the squat rack. It is a like she is like a good 350, 400 pounds is what it feels like. She is massively mass. She has a lot of mass.
Okay, so I
as
cannot
you-
move with this.
You can, with that third success, you can slowly move back towards the van if that's where you're going.
Okay, I got this.
I'm still dangling. I refuse to let go, and it's also funnier this way.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, after minutes of struggling, you are able to get her back towards the van. Yes, Aris.
I have two questions. Mac is kind of acting as lookout right now, just kind of observing, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. How close are we to Tommy's office? Are we still a good distance away? Have we passed where the van is?
Well, we are in an amorphous sort of area here where we don't actually have a definition of how far away the van is from the office. I do think it is not that far. The office is within visual sight of the van. So I would say the van is probably at most 30 feet from the office door. You have cleared at least half that distance. You're now walking backwards, but walking back towards the van.
So can I see the driver in the van through the windshield?
All of the vehicles are blacked out. But you can roll me a investigate.
Okay. Why not? No. Okay. So yeah, because I was just trying to I was getting at does it look like we've been spotted?
I will put it this way. Without a successful investigate, you can't make out beyond the tinted glass, right? You can fully see all four corners of both windshields.
Okay. Yeah, so they probably have. Wait, there's two vans?
No, there's the Chrysler LeBaron that Mr. LaBelle got out of, and a van that followed it in. Both all blacked out with tinted windows.
I'm going to abandon my friends and go try to find Colt.
Okay. You break off and head at a run into the salvage yard?
Not a run. Just a quick walk.
A brisk walk? Okay.
Yeah. I'm obviously we're probably being watched, but I'm not trying to look too suspicious.
Okay. So you break off from this strange display of strength, and at a brisk pace, you head into the salvage yard. The camera follows Mac as you can hear the loud as it moves around the salvage yard, and you can see like a plane's vapor trail. You can see a dark, acrid cloud that is slowly dissipating, circling around parts of the salvage yard that you know to be the diesel trail. So you know the general direction in which to find Colt. It only takes you like a few minutes to make it into the depth of the salvage yard where Colt is doing what I can only imagine he calls donuts. Which is just driving in a circle.
As soon as I get where I'm like behind a stack or something so that I've cut the line of vision between me and the vehicles, I'm gonna start running then. But like I will just kind of run. Colt!
Colt, it takes a couple yells, but after a minute or so, over the roar of the hole punched exhaust here, you can hear Colt in the distance, and then eventually you see Mac running towards you at a full sprint.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and kind of zoom on over, but stop. Like a pretty good ways before, like I don't want to like fling mud her way.
Yeah.
But like I'll go ahead and turn it off, and then kind of grab onto the bar and pull myself up. And of course, Colt's got to have these like big old goggles on, right? Some like ski goggles or something that he
like
found
World
in here.
War II aviators.
Absolutely. And he just like pulls them up towards his head, and you could see just like mud completely just caked all over. I mean, this kid is soaked from head to toe, except for the eye region. Mac, what's up? You want a tour?
No. There's you remember that ringleader guy that was at the carnival, and there's a couple vehicles here, and Jen just kind of went a little blank and started moving and wouldn't stop moving, and come on, we gotta go real quick.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna start following you, but what do you mean the ringleader guy here? You don't think he's gonna come and kill Tommy?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But it's definitely weird. I don't know. But
well,
he went in to talk to Tommy.
Then.
Well, he went into Tommy's office, and then Jen just got up from her spot in the van, and she just started walking towards the office too, like the guy had like a homing beacon or some sort of magnet or something.
So then we gotta
but
break
only for
that.
weird people. What?
We gotta break that.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what it is, but like it just come on.
And I will try to explain the situation as we're going.
Yeah, he's been following.
Yeah.
Are you on foot, Colt? Just so I.
Yeah, on foot.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Wet and muddy.
Great. So Mac and the Swamp Thing reappear into view of the Volkswagen. Otis, you have Jennifer at the van. However, you are still holding her as she is still trying to move forward. Right? It's a very strange thing. Like you've pinned down and sat on Colt and done weird wrestling things to him. She's not trying to get free of you. It's like she hasn't realized you're holding her up. The motions you feel are still her walking forward.
It's like robotic almost.
It's like a robotic sort of movement almost. Like it's independent of what's actually happening in reality around her. That being said, while you are holding her aloft a few inches off the ground as the weight begins to get to you, Alara, what are you doing as your girlfriend has turned into some kind of synth?
Yeah. So I was dangling, and I think by the time we make it to the van, I stop dangling, but I'm still like helping hold her up and away from the ground. But I'll come over more to like Otis's side and start like just kind of like do the thing of like waving in her face, poking her face. I don't know, just literally just like talking incessantly at her, like, hey. No? Okay. Well, what do I have?
Slap her awake or something. Just smack her.
Oh God, I don't want to.
I can't hold up. She's so heavy. Don't realize I said that.
We'll see. I mean, I was also dangling. I could tell that she was dense.
As she begins to slip, Mac and Colt, you are in view. You see Otis is struggling to hold Jen up.
I don't know how to keep her from walking in there.
Colt, play 5. And essentially he's like saying, smack her.
Something.
Or something. Just like wake her up.
That's not gonna work. They probably got some weird mind thing or something.
Why is it only affecting her? Is it because she was in that space for so long? They said that, I mean, Mac, your mom said that she was in there for too long.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, wait,
maybe I wasn't supposed to go back in there, so I don't really know what to do here.
Maybe you can use the force if you touch her or something.
Slipping, guys.
Okay.
I reach up and I put my hands on either side of Jen's face and I say, Jen, you really gotta wake up. And I'm shaking slightly because Mac's very scared. She doesn't know what's going on here. She's just kind of shaking slightly and she's like, come on, Jen, you really have to wake up. And she's just gonna focus everything she can to try to snap Jen out of it.
Roll me empathy. or empathize.
Ooh. No successes. You
You
know
can,
what?
You can
I'm
push.
gonna take.
You can take
I'm
a spend a luck.
I'm going to take a condition
Okay.
because Mac is scared.
Okay.
She is very scared right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Re-roll.
Yeah. One success.
Yes.
One success. Outstanding. Yeah, you reach up, you grab onto Jen, and you begin to like try to like shake her back to reality. Alara, Colt, and Otis, you all see a similar sight that you haven't seen in quite some time. You see Mac reach out, touch Jen, and her head snaps back, her mouth drops open, and her eyes roll back in her head. Mac, you are in complete darkness, and you hear not screaming. Screaming sounds too like in danger, but you definitely hear yelling, very loud yelling, aggressive
Jen.
yelling, and you see running back and forth, if there is a back and forth in a space that has no walls or edges. Jennifer Tao running back and forth, swinging her arms wildly like she is fighting an invisible man, and screaming at the top of her lungs about what the fuck is happening. It seems as though Jennifer has no control of her body.
The Mac arriving in this place kind of looks around like, oh, and then says, Jen, can you hear me?
She immediately grinds to a halt, turns to you, and for a second there is just a face of boiling rage. And she looks at you, and it takes a second, but she like calms down and looks at you and says, "What the fuck is happening?"
Jen, I don't know what's happening, but come on, we gotta get you out of here because your body is just like walking. I don't know what's going on, but come on, let's take my hands. Let's see if we can get out of here. Just concentrate on your body and your sense of self and being in the place you know is your brain, okay? And I will I will run up to try to take her hands or
Okay.
hold out my hands
Okay.
so she can take them.
You grab her hands. They are very sweaty and hot.
Yeah.
And you can see like her like face is like red from all the screaming, her throat's red. And you grab onto her. She looks at you, and a second later, you are holding onto her in the salvage yard. The rest of you see Mac's head snap back to normal, and Otis, you feel Jennifer go limp in your arms.
Okay.
Dead body.
Okay. Oh, ooh, and I kind of try
Get
to
her
just
in the
lay her,
van
into the van.
and like lay her down, and then like
Yeah,
Alara's
you
up
like
in her
gently
face.
lay her down into the shag carpeting of the Volkswagen bus there, and she just like lolls to the side, like completely dead weight.
She's not conscious?
Currently, at this second, she's not conscious.
I'm gonna slap the very gently, be like, hey, and like check to make sure that she's like breathing and shit.
Yeah, you check all the vitals. She's breathing. There's a pulse, all that kind of thing. A few whacks to the cheeks, and you see the appropriate cheeks. And you see her eyes flutter. That was for you, KP.
Oh,
Cheeks on her face, appropriate cheeks.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Gee.
Cheeks.
And she, her eyes flutter open as you are giving her a little light slap on the face.
Hey, and it's gonna turn into like cupping the face. It's like, hey,
what?
You
What
with
just-
us?
What happened?
I don't know, dude. You started walking, and I thought you were just being like, bold and cool. But then I realized that you were like totally empty up here. So I tried to drag you, but so. And then just had to like try to drag you, but you really knocked him over.
Yeah. No,
so
you
had to lift
were. Hey, easy, no problem. You were
so
not
he's
heavy
better
at all.
now. And then Mac, used like the force,
that
And
what we're
like,
calling it?
I don't know. You
Okay.
control stuff.
I mean, that was a cool movie, so that'd
It
be kind
was-
of cool if that's what
It
you
was a
do.
really cool movie. And I don't know. It's it's better than just saying
know-
powers or something, I guess. But anyway, Mac used her cool powers and the Force to like, I don't know, bring you back. I don't know. Your head did the thing. Are you okay, Mac?
I think so, yeah. She's still visibly shaking.
You're right. I'm
Mac-
sorry. Powers. We'll say powers.
Mac is somehow paler than usual. She definitely looks just shaken. But yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, everything's fine.
So what happened? Did you? We don't know.
I went in and Jen was running around and screaming and cursing because she was very angry. I don't actually think I've ever seen her nearly as angry as that. And I mean, she's interacted with you a lot. And Lucas, she's interacted with Lucas a lot too. But she was really, really angry but she took my hands and she calmed down once she figured out it was me, and then we were back here.
That sounds a lot like the first time I like saw you in the other place.
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
So Jen, do you
Although now
remember
I'm worried
anything?
about every time I go back there, because what if I stay in
Oh,
too
yeah.
long too?
I don't know. I guess we can't know what too long is until we hit it. But
Jen
Mm.
kind of props herself up on her elbows, so she's kind of half leaning, and she looks around and she says, "Where was I going? What
Yeah. She was just walking, dude, like just towards
to the door
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
that
you were
creepy
going
guy
into
was.
into Mr. Vernon's office. There was this guy that came out in that LeBaron over there, and he went in there, and then in a minute or so, then you like just got up and went in, or tried to.
Yeah.
She props herself up on her arm and looks out the windshield of the bus. And when did those cars get here?
What?
A few minutes ago.
Was I out that whole time?
I don't know. 1 minute I was laying on you and bugging Otis, and then we saw those cars come up and we were all talking about what to do, and then you just got up and started to go out. And I mean, like I said, I thought you were just being like cool and like adventurous and a little reckless. And then I tried to go get you, but you like totally blanked. You wouldn't listen to me. You like weren't even here.
I don't remember any of that.
Damn.
Well, that was creepy.
And on that note, the camera pulls out of the back of the VW Bug, focusing for a second on its 4 occupants, before following the path that Jen would have taken towards the back of Tommy's office, where we see Colt wriggling his way into the doggy door of Tommy Vernon's office, pulling himself into the back closet.
Stop losing track of that boy.
And slightly opening the door to the closet to see what's happening on the inside. Colt, what are you doing as you stand in the closet against the door?
I mean, what any 11-year-old is trying to do? Trying to listen in. He's so concerned that they're gonna off Tommy Vernon. Like he's as soon as he saw Jem was fine, he bolted.
Okay, all right. You crack the door just a bit, just a fraction. And I need you to roll me a stealth.
Don't want to roll a stealth.
I know you don't, buddy. It's okay.
Sneak.
Yeah, sneak.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
3 dice.
Okay. Outstanding. Yeah, you as slowly and as practiced as possible, you gently roll the doorknob and slowly open that door and press your little chubby face against the door and listen for anything. Unlike the last time you performed these shenanigans, the conversation on the other side of the door does not sound sinister. It Sounds like a regular, everyday conversation between two boring-ass adults. Seems like they're going over business, some sort of deal. Mr. LaBelle, much in the same way as Mr. Black, has his cane leaned on the desk as he stands in front of Tommy's desk. Tommy is sat at his desk, papers and books strewn about. Mr. LaBelle looks down and he says, Thomas, are you still conducting business with him? Tommy looks back and says, yes, sir. He's a paying customer, sir, and it's a salvage yard. There's only so much profit in these things, and we have to make do with what we can, sir. Thomas, I have told you time and again, he is not someone, one, to trifle with, and two, to have dealings with. He's a dangerous force. The fact that he has invaded so many businesses here is a problem unto itself. No, sir. I understand, but the price was too high. The sum he, sir. I can't talk business, sir. But it's a lot, sir. I understand, Thomas. I understand why you would. Again, I would ask you, please end all dealings with him. He's dangerous. He's dangerous for you. He's dangerous for everyone in this town. I'm doing everything I can to get him out of here. Anyway, have you received the parts? Have they come in yet? Yes, sir. We have a shipment right out back. I can load it on the trolley, and I can bring it out to the fans. Or you can have your people come around back, and whatever works for you, sir. I understand, Tommy. Please bring them out front. Load them in the van. I believe this is the last shipment that I need. If there's anything else we can get, I'll contact you and I'll contact Rex. And please, you and all your contacts, stop working with that man for your own safety. I'll see what I can do, sir. It's one job, and it's almost done. It's almost done, sir. It starts out as one job, Tommy, and then another, and another. It's for your own safety. I wouldn't want to see anything happen to you. And he reaches down and grabs his cane, reaches into his inside pocket and pulls out an envelope. Colt, you notice it is a rather thick envelope, and he hands this unmarked envelope to Tommy Vernon before he turns on his heel and leaves through the front door. Tommy stands up, puts the envelope inside of the safe, looks over his shoulder, and says, "Hey, little man, it's a doggy door. It's not a cult door. You gotta stop sneaking in here, man."
I just check it audio.
It's just business. Boring adult business.
God, the last time that you had business, they were gonna.
I can see how it might have sounded like that from a kid who snuck in through the doggy door to spy on his friend, but that's not what happened. It's just business. I'm fine. We're fine. And you have to stop breaking into places.
Well, I didn't break nothing. I promise.
I know, buddy. All right, go out the way you came so no one sees you. And I'm going to Colt, if you do it again, I'm gonna board it up or get a dog.
Oh my God, you should get a dog.
Nope. Damn it, Colt. That's not what I meant. To keep
Every
you out.
junkyard needs a dog.
Colt. And he reaches forward and pulls the door closed, leaving you in the storage room with the doggy door.
Go ahead and slip out.
As Colt
And get this man a dog.
as Colt worms his way out of the office, anyone who's watching sees Mr. LaBelle exit through the front door. He adjusts his jacket, adjusts his sleeves, places his cane back down, and begins to walk out towards his car. He then promptly turns, leans his ass above the front fender of his on the passenger side of his car, crosses his cane underneath his arm, crosses both arms, and he waits. As you begin to hear rattling and clanging coming from behind the salvage yard office. It seems as though he's waiting for something. Meanwhile, Colt slyly rejoins the rest of you. And anyone watching sees Tommy begin to load things onto a cart, onto a flatbed trolley cart. What are you doing?
Do we see what it looks like that he's loading onto the cart?
Yes, he is loading several. You know what? Roll me comprehend. Anyone who wants to determine, this includes Colt. Anyone who wants to determine what Tommy is loading.
Comprehend. I don't do too much of that, but yeah. Wait, no, that's not this.
Jesus.
No success.
Out of four dice,
brother.
3 of them were
Dice.
successes.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Okay.
I know exactly what they're doing.
Well, we just got one success.
Okay. Mac and Otis. You see him, Mac, Otis, and Colt. You see him loading boxes. Long, probably like 5 feet long, 4 feet long, maybe. Boxes that are probably about like 6 inches high by like 8 inches deep. They're thin. They're thin boxes, right? Loading them. There's at least a dozen of them that he's loading onto this cart. They're not in like wooden crates. They're in some sort of, you'd have to guess based on like movies and stuff, but it looks like military grade cargo, right? It looks like military grade, those plastic like heavy duty containers that you might see in like a war movie, right? Colt, you see all those same things, except you have seen these before. You have seen trucks laden with these as you hung out near one of the gates to the loop with a security guard friend you had made there, watching trucks pass through in the day, in the afternoons, in the delivery schedule of the loop. You've seen trucks carrying hundreds of these, all ratchet strapped down to their various flatbeds, all with different countries' flags on them, different organizational symbols stamped on them, stickers from various locales in the world. These don't bear any stickers, but they are the exact same box that you have seen time and time again. In fact, you're pretty sure, or at least easily convinced, Colt, these could be the boxes that you know went missing. And Tommy is loading them onto a flatbed trolley and heaving them out across the rocky terrain, or the dirt terrain, towards the blacked out panel van.
I kind of relay some of that information back to the group as I make my way back to them. I think Tommy's stealing.
What?
What?
Yeah, I seen these from the loop. I think Tommy's stealing loop stuff to give to this other guy.
I thought the other guy was from the loop.
I don't know. Maybe they're all from the loop. I don't know.
Oh, that's
I don't know why
weird.
they also both have canes.
Well, lots of people have canes called.
Yeah, but like two bad guys in black cars with blacked out windows.
What do
That's
you
like
actually
some
hear?
weird villain stuff.
So wait, you heard them talking to each other? What'd you hear?
Nothing really, just kind of boring stuff. I went in because I thought that they was gonna murder Tommy. Because that's what the other guy was gonna do.
So
if he didn't like fulfill some order, and this guy's going like, don't work with that other guy.
competition. Okay, that's normal. That's kind of
Sounds more like a warning thing, like, hey, that person's bad, don't work for him.
could also be a threat.
Oh, I guess. Colt, did it sound like a threat?
Well, I mean, Colt shows a piece of candy in his mouth. No, no, I didn't. We just had a Halloween episode, all right?
That's true.
Sure did.
Very true. All right. Well,
You said
clearly.
Colt, you said that he said that the guy was bad for the town? That doesn't sound like a threat. That sounds like a warning more than anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, this guy it wasn't really out there to like threaten him the way that the other guy was, but
well,
he doesn't want him working for Mr. Black.
I don't know how much we should trust the circus guy that tried to trap us in some sort of dreamland.
True.
I mean, he also didn't try to kill us.
The bar for what's okay is really low if
Yeah.
not trying to kill us is a sign of good faith. I feel like we can do better. Plus, it doesn't explain what about him is so freaking weird that he was like telepathically abducting Jen.
That's
Yeah, I didn't see nothing about that. There wasn't even talking about Jen.
So
is Jen
weird.
still around?
Yeah, well, I mean, she better be. I'm
Yeah,
half
she's
sitting on her.
Yeah, she's sitting in the back of the van with you guys.
Hey, Jen, and the bell is he still standing outside? Like
Yeah, he's leaning on his car, waiting for Tommy to deliver the goods.
Do you recognize that dude? Like, have you seen him at all?
No, I've never seen that guy before. Do you know him?
No, I mean maybe.
kind of.
I mean, we kind of seen him, but don't know who he is. He's
Just
just
because we've seen someone once from a distance does not mean we know them.
Yeah, no, we don't really know him.
Well, we kind of saw him close up. He was the
Yeah, but we don't like know him or anything.
Right,
It's
right.
not like we like know anything about him except that like he ran a creepy circus and is maybe from the loop or maybe not from the loop, but like the creepy circus doesn't exist anymore, and he trapped us in a dreamland
Yeah.
with that freaky robot.
Oh,
So
was I there? Did I?
no, you
Yeah.
weren't in the dreamland. Don't worry.
Okay.
No, you were fine. I think you were busy that night.
What night?
Oh, it was like a few months ago. We went to a
Before
carnival,
Halloween.
and then
Went
when
to a
everything went
carnival?
down, nobody remembers the carnival.
Oh.
You
It's
didn't
like no one
remember
remembers the
carnival.
football game.
Oh, yeah, it was like that.
Oh.
But you know, we weren't trapped for very long.
Oh, okay. That's good. And this guy is the one that trapped you?
Yeah, he was like the circus
Which is why we should go talk to him.
No.
Do you
That's
often
not-
like to talk to people that try to kidnap? That's a stupid question. You hang out with something that tried to kidnap you every day.
We don't know where Charlie is either.
Maybe he's in the trunk.
Well,
So
then
we are
I'm
not allowed-
definitely gonna go
boxes.
talk to him.
No!
No. All right. As your older
Maybe-
brother.
Yeah, Oja should go.
What?
Well,
Yeah,
it's because
Otis,
like
you're the oldest one here.
you're the oldest, you're the strongest, kind of. And then like, but like Alara is like koala beared onto Jen. So like Jenna sat up and Alara is like in her lap, very much just like I am the first layer of protection. It's just like clumped in there. I'm sure Jen's used to it by now. And it's just like, like you're the older brother, and you know, you don't have beef with the robot, and you are like of the one of us, like the safest to like go check this dude out. You
What am I gonna say to him? Like, sup, dude? What are you doing in a junkyard?
just, I don't know, be like a, be a jockey dude. Like, I don't know how you
Talk about his car. It's a
You
LeBaron.
guys like cars.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I love cars. Yeah, I mean, it's a sweet ride
Yeah,
too.
talk
But
about the ride. Just get him talking. See if he says
uh,
anything. And then, if it doesn't work, then you can just come back here.
or I can just have weird shit happen to me again. But all right, fine.
You're
Guess
the
I can
strongest of
talk to
us. You could probably, and like, it's not like we're not here. And
Boost
then
my
Matt
ego.
can use the force to like bring you back.
All
How
right,
often can I say the
fair
force
point.
before we do get copyright stricken?
I think
Oh,
you just
gosh.
keep going.
Cool.
Just keep sending it.
First they have to find the channel.
It's true.
I mean, if
The mouse is
can
always
strike
watching.
that, we made it big, guys. That's a sign. Yeah. No, he's like, all right. I mean, if you guys want me to, I guess I can
Yeah,
talk to
go.
him. Oh, okay. And he walks out and kind of just like does a quick back turn, kind of just like just go.
You see
Just-
Mac's eyes in the little like space in the curtain. It's just like it's just that.
Okay. Yeah, or just like tentatively walks up to the guy, and he goes,
I want to point and laugh real quick as no one here knows cars. I feel fairly confident saying.
"No,
But most
just like
Depends.
how well
most
I know sports."
most obviously pointed out when KP said, "Yeah, it's a pretty sweet ride to a Chrysler LeBaron," which is objectively not a sweet ride at all. It is it is a boat on
Our
wheels.
grandpa drives.
Yeah. I will be sure to show you a picture of this thing. It is. I picked it because it is objectively not a sweet ride. It is.
That actually
so
is
good.
my grandpa's car.
Yeah.
It's a boat.
Yeah.
It was
We used to call
impossible
those
to park.
Jews.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it is so hard to park.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit
It's a
anywhere.
boat on wheels. So you head out of the van as nonchalantly as possible to approach this strange older gentleman. Yeah, he sees you coming, because there's no way he can't. And he continues to lean back, cane tucked under his armpit, on his car, watching you approach. What do you say?
I'm like, yo, hey, just wanted to say sup. Just saw your ride and that was pretty rad. Just yeah, looks like the color, dude. It's like very low key. What kind of car is this again? Is that like a LeBaron?
Yes.
Oh, dude, like my dad used to have pictures of those in his room for like a long time, and I thought it was like the coolest thing. I grew up watching him like staring at pictures of those, man. Sweet ride. Like probably cost you like an arm and a leg.
It's a standard issue government vehicle. Mr. Trivedi, what are we doing right now?
I'm sorry, what?
You understand that
You
your
know my
mother
name?
works for me.
Oh, dude, my mom works for you. What's up, man? Yeah, hi. Sorry, that would freak me out for a second. I was like, how does he know my name? I thought you were like a psychic or something. It's like wild. You guys sent me to my death.
Son, I've seen your report cards.
What? Okay.
You're
whoa,
not-
okay.
You're not this thick. What's happening right now? Are we playing a game?
No, just I was hanging around and saw the car and I just wanted to say hi. And you know, I think I don't know. I just wanted. I don't.
Are you nervous, Mr. Trivedi?
No, no. Why would I be nervous? No, no.
You
Not,
seem
not
to be
nervous.
sweating, and you're
Oh,
shifting
I've been working
uneasily,
out.
and you're working out
just-
in a salvage yard.
Yeah, I just practiced some, you know, practicing some shots. Like the field was being used at the time, and so I figured I might as well get some practice in here. And you know, see, there's a trash can right there, and it's my ball. I was just kind of putting it in, you know.
Are you on the drugs, Mr.
But
Trivedi?
no. God, no. Listen, I take that shit seriously, dude. Like, no way.
Language, Mr. Trivedi.
I'm sorry. I mean, like, I just wanted to express how serious I was about saying no to drugs. Like, I never know. Like, it's never even come across me. Like, no one even has even offered me. Like, that's the clean sort of friends I keep. And, you know, just straight edge, man. Just straight edge. Yeah.
Mr. Trivedi, what can I do for you?
Clearly nothing. I'm sorry. I was bored and just wanted to say hi, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. It's kind of strange to see a fancy looking car and a fancy looking gentleman such as yourself in such a place. And I kind of, I thought I recognized you. And now that you mentioned my mom, I was like, oh, now I see. Yeah. Yes. Did I see like you, like, you know, bring your child to work day or something one day? I don't know. Just something about, it just rang my bell.
Mr. Trivedi.
Yes.
Let's cut to the chase. You and I both know that Santosh never kept pictures of my car in his office.
It was pronounced Santosh, sir. Oh.
Excuse
sorry,
my
sorry.
accent. But we both know that that is a lie.
I was young. I thought I remembered that. Sorry.
Okay. Why did you really come to speak with me?
All right. Well, I mean, okay. If you're gonna lay it down, I felt like I saw you somewhere. And like, were you ever in the circus profession at all before in your life?
What a strange question.
I'm very strange today. He's sweating bullets at this point.
Are you sure you're not on the drugs?
Absolutely not. Sometimes though, like I feel others make me crazy enough to be like that. Like, I don't know. I just yeah.
No, son, I have never worked in the circus profession.
No, okay, yes, of course. No, of course not. Well, I'm gonna just go by. I'm sorry for disturbing you and your business. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to say hi. Clearly, you're in some important situation here, and I stepped out of bounds. I'm sorry.
No, by all means, continue asking this line of questions. I have all day. I'm waiting for young Thomas over there. And you see that Tommy is struggling with this cart by himself on no amount of pavement.
Does he need help?
No. This is his job. This is what he g's paid for. Well, one of the things.
I mean, I've been like working out all summer, and I got like
Why
I can lift
did you
things.
think I worked at a circus?
I don't know. Like I said, like, you know, it's I thought I recognized you from somewhere. I don't know where. I just felt that I thought I saw you, and just first things come to mind. I'm just, you know, dumb kid, you know.
Mr. Trivedi, the circus hasn't come to Glenbrook in some 40 years.
Oh.
When was the last time you went to the circus?
Be like, okay, all right. I'm gonna go lay this all on the deck. Okay. Wild guess. Did you happen to have or heard about a circus, like, or like a festival in the summertime at all?
You'll have to be more specific. There's a lot of events that happen. In fact, the Loop throws a 4th of July festival
That probably was what I was thinking about. That I've just
Absolutely not a
words
circus.
sometimes. No, the words just got tongue-tied in my mouth, and I said circus for some reason. And clearly that wasn't what it was. But I was thinking like just celebrations, you know, like circus is meant to be like all sorts of fun and celebratory, and then that's just I don't know. I guess I was thinking about circuses.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go help him out. I feel like he really needs help. He seems like he's like struggling. Happy to do so. Like I'm telling you, like I'm making gains. Like I've been squatting like no other. I can probably lift all of those up by myself. But you know, just happy
You
to
know
help.
what, Mr. Trivedi? I have another proposition for you. And he stands up, removes the
Okay.
cane, and places it back down. And he says, "You have said several times you have been making gains, and that you are working out, both in your extracurricular activities, but also here in the salvage yard. Now, it
Yeah.
strikes me that a young man such as yourself, with grades such as yours, and sportsman-like skills such as you have, that if you are able to create a full weight gymnasium here in the salvage yard, that has the makings of a future engineer. So please." And he switches the hands of the cane, puts it down, and places a hand on your shoulder. "Please, show me the gym you've made. I would love to see it. Structural
there's a-
engineering is very important."
No, I think maybe you misheard. I just meant like I was like practicing hockey. Like it's literally a trash can, you know.
Yes. A salvage yard is a strange place to practice field hockey, given that there are so many fields here in Glenbrook. Wouldn't you say?
Probably.
I can't take this. Oh,
You
I
sure
was
you
going
don't
to
want
run
help?
out
Yeah.
to you guys because we've been watching this train wreck. I don't know how much we can hear or not hear, but we can see him sweating, and Alara's just like, whatever, this is my time to shine. Let's go.
I feel like
I-
Mac's been running like very like commentary. Mr. LaBelle's he looks like he's getting a little annoyed, and he
Five.
just asked a question, and Otis is like freaking out.
You stay here and you take care of Jen. Make sure she doesn't, zombie out or whatever. And I'm gonna just climb
Yeah,
out
you
of the van
couldn't
and like
pay me to
hurry
go out
over.
there.
I'm just gonna hurry over, be like, hey, I like totally need your help with. Oh, hello, sir.
My favorite part of this roleplay interaction is that this is not how KP expected this to go at all.
No!
And
None of us thought this would go this
He
way.
had no idea how this was gonna go. He thought he was gonna be
Honestly,
like,
I saw it definitely going this way because I know KP.
I like that
You
that
had
wasn't
faith.
Otis freaking out, and it was mostly
Oh.
KP just being like, "Oh no, I did not. This is not where I thought this was gonna go. I didn't plan for this."
But it was beautiful, and it
So
still
you-
is.
You run out, Alara, and he
oh,
politely waves to you and says, "Good
oh,
afternoon,
I
miss."
didn't know they were here. I didn't expect this.
Uh,
Hi,
oh, just-
Alara.
Hi, sir. Hi.
Good morning.
Hello. Hi. Sometimes he has seizures, and we should just,
What?
So shut up. And
No, that's
and
escaping.
I'm just gonna have to take him back. We refurbished one of the old vans here, and just where sometimes when we're all hanging out, he just needs to lie down a little bit, and
Feeling
it's
woozy.
all those full contact sports, can really do a number on the brain. So I'm very sorry if he's been bothering you, Mr.
LaBelle.
LaBelle. Okay. Well, hi, Mr. LaBelle. It's nice to meet you. I don't think we've met before.
We have not.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you. My name is Alara.
You hear that like rotary sound of the interior window being rolled down on the passenger side that he is leaning against. The driver. He reaches around into the passenger side and picks up something, and you see him lift out a very nice leather what you would imagine would be like in an old-timey movie of those doctor cases, like a Victorian-style doctor case. And he says, no, that seems very important. If Mr. Trivedi here is having seizures from full contact sports, we should have him lie down. In fact, I actually have a doctorate in genetics, and I can take a look at him. Please, lead the way.
Genetics? Oh,
No,
think...
please, lead the way.
Oh,
You said
I'm
you
just gonna
refurbished a
slap
bus.
him a little bit in the face and like, oh, just you
Yeah,
with
what's-
us, buddy.
What? Oh, where am I? What? How did I get here?
Please, we should have him lay down somewhere quite comfortable.
Oh no, I'm feeling pretty good. I start doing jumping jacks.
Please,
Yes.
Mr. Trivedi, don't exert yourself. That could be the sign of a concussion. We wouldn't want you to overexert
you know
yourself
how I
and pass out. Please, lead me. Show me this this bus you've refurbished. I have him lay down inside.
Actually,
Show it.
It's right this way, right? And he starts walking the direction you both came from. This way?
Mac, they're dying out there.
wait, I'm just gonna smack Otis, be like, pass out here.
What?
Pass out. Pass out.
Oh no.
Guys, you realize I have like multiple corruption points. So as he's walking past you, Otis says, "Oh no," and faints demurely on the ground. Mr. LaBelle stops, turns, watches this performance, and Otis, roll me a charm.
Hold up.
Fucking Colt. Mac, they're dying out there.
You know, we're
Holy
living up to
shit.
the title of this episode.
Okay. Okay. Outstanding. Outstanding. Mr. LaBelle stops, watches this escapade as you throw yourself to the ground in a faux faint, eyes fluttering as if you had seen this before on some sort of television show.
Hey, listen, my mama loves them telenovelas, man.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Indian
yeah, of course.
dramas.
He
Same
stops, walks over to you, completely walking past you, Alara, kneels down, and immediately picks up your hand, right, which I assume you sort of keep limp. And in one hand, he's taking your pulse, checking your pulse on your wrist. You see him like rotate.
It's hopping. It's
yeah,
up
yeah.
there.
You see it his wrist rotate as he's looking at his watch to count the seconds. He opens his doctoral bag and pulls out a small pen light, pulls up one eyelid, sort of flashes it between the other one, and sort of rolls your head a little bit to the side before listening, like puts his head down towards your chest. You see him
As he does that, is he looking at my face?
No, he's looking probably towards Alara.
Okay, I look at Alara. I'm just looking at the van, at Alara, and at the van. I'm like, basically trying to say, get them out of there.
I don't know how to signify to them that they need to leave without being seen. But I guess I'm just gonna turn towards the van and kind of make the motion of like.
We are watching. We are absolutely watching and see them moving towards the van.
Yeah, and
so
we're trying to be like, get out.
We're smart enough to take a hint.
They're smarter
when
than we
it's
are.
time to go.
So you and Jennifer and Colt all
gonna
leave the
try
van.
Yeah, we're gonna try to sneak out through a door that's not facing whatever direction they're facing, because this van has
a
multiple
driver door.
doors.
Yeah. The back door.
So,
The back door faces
yeah.
away from everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll try to get out the back door, only opening it as much as we need to get out, trying to keep it like real quiet, sneaking away.
Outstanding. Yeah, you absolutely do that. Alara. Oh, good. Yes.
I also throw a blanket over my stash of books.
Yes.
Smart.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's got to be like a whole little quick cleanup in there.
Yeah.
Well, no. What it is like Mac generally kind of keeps everything to one little corner, and she keeps a blanket there just because when we leave, you know, I don't want somebody walking in and walking up to the window and just peeking in and seeing all these occult books in there,
Yeah.
So I cover it with a cloth anyways. So I go ahead and throw it over as we're like sneaking out.
Yeah, New England historically hasn't taken too kindly to witches.
Yeah.
Alara, you turn back in just enough time to see him raise his head up. He looks towards the van and he sort of snaps his fingers, and sort of motions like a come here kind of motion, right? You
Okay.
see both the driver's side and passenger side door of the van behind his LeBaron open up, and you see two large men. If you've ever seen pro wrestling, that's what your first impression would be. These men are triangle shaped, as their shoulders come out far past the rest of their body. They could have easily lifted that whole thing and put it in the back of their van that Tommy's struggling with. They both exit and quietly walk towards Mr. LaBelle, who calmly looks up to them and says, young Mr. Trevady here has passed out. His friend indicated that he has recently begun having seizures. I think he may have a concussion from all the contact sports he's been playing. His mother is an employee of mine. We're going to load him in the backseat of lay him down along the backseat, and we will bring him to the medical center. You see, well, no problem, sir. Yep, we got him. You see one guy lift under Ogis's shoulders. The other guy walks around and grabs his feet. And you are delicately loaded in the back of this LeBaron, Ogis.
As soon as they're taking,
go ahead.
As soon as they start taking me, I like if I can, I look at Alara and I'm just like, help me. Like,
I should go with him. I'm his friend.
By all means. And you are loaded in the back of the car, laying down KP or Ogis, and one of the large burly men lifts his feet so that you may sit on the rear passenger side of the LeBaron, and he places Ogis's feet down on your lap.
Your mom's gonna kill us.
Is there anyone we should call for you, miss?
Kaya. No, my mom's pretty busy, working, so at like, and prepping lessons and stuff. So, we'll just, I'll just ride with to the hospital and wait with him, while they like check him out and stuff. Wake him up every few hours or something.
Right. Understood. Yes, please, enjoy the comfortable seat. Please buckle in though, if you could. And he closes the door on you, and he opens the front passenger side and slides in. He looks out the open window and says to the two large men, please help Thomas load that into the vehicle, and then bring it back. This is a corruption bar, everyone.
Has this not been several so far?
It has not. The loading of KP into the truck is a corruption bar. Into the car, it's a corruption bar. Mr. LaBelle sits down in the passenger seat of this vehicle. He reaches towards the center console, which you notice there is a awkwardly large phone with its dial pad on the back of it and a large spiral cord that plugs directly into the center console there. He pulls this thing up, beep, boop, beep, boop, beeps a handful of numbers, and then places the receiver to his ear. The first call he makes is to the local medical center. The hospital is in New Arkham City, and that's just a quick 30-minute drive away, but, not what we need right now. Just the quick local, familial doctor in town. He ends that phone call and immediately dials another set of numbers. This time, you can hear the squeaky sound of a woman's voice on the other end. And every once in a while, he looks to the back seat. He looks to the back seat at both Alara and at Ogis. And you hear a one-sided conversation. No, it was a rather impressive performance. No, we're taking him to the medical center. No, she's here as well. She absolutely tried. No, it was something. She's everything you said she would be. No, they're both fine. Traumatized, if anything. We'll see you there. Have a good day, Dennis. And the phone hangs up. He looks over to you and says, Otis, you may wake up now.
I start slamming on the side of the car.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Locked.
oh, what happened? How did I get here?
Otis!
Oh,
I'm slamming on the door. Why were you on the phone with my aunt? What are you talking about? What are you doing? Otis!
Please,
what's happened?
both of you buckle in.
Huh?
Safety
No,
first.
dude, no. This is a kidnapping.
Where are we going?
Dude. I've seen this in movies, dude. Like, no. Oh God, no. I'm open. And he tries like shaking the door open.
Yeah. You notice the first thing, as you immediately reach towards the handle, there isn't one. There isn't one on Alara's side either. There is a reason the driver went around and opened the door.
Listen, I turned back to the guy and said, my mom knows where I'm at, all right? My mom knows I was out there, okay? I have witnesses, all right? If you do any shenanigans, man, like if you do any sort of
Yeah,
shit
people
out
know.
here.
People know that you took us.
Oh, I'll call Priya.
What?
Okay.
She'll know where you are.
What's happening?
You're being
Okay.
driven to your aunt. And we're going to have a conversation.
Listen, dude, it's not my okay. I'm a you said you've seen my report card. I'm a good student. Like I'm a great I don't do any shit, right? Like
Oh, just stop talking.
this wasn't even my
Oh,
idea.
just stop talking. This is like with cops. Stop talking.
Right.
The two of you,
Right.
you're thick as thieves.
I plead the fifth. That's what it's called,
Shut
right?
up.
Anyway, he presses a few buttons in the console of the vehicle. And the deck of the vehicle where a radio would be that is completely absent rotates. And you see it's like a triangle, and it like it rotates like a triangle. And as it rotates, the new face of the deck is a television screen, a tube TV. He hits the button on it. He hits the button on it and reaches into the glove box and pulls out an 8-track tape, loads the 8-track tape into the 8-track tape player, hits a button on the TV, and you see a black and white CCTV of the two of you running rampant inside the loop. As I said, we're going to have a discussion, you and I. Starting with why you broke into my facility. And that's when we
Dude.
cut on that scene in the car. And we head back out into the mysterious wilds of the salvage yard to see Mac, Colt, and Jennifer. What are you doing?
Oh my god, they're dead.
So I think Mac and Jen probably assessed the situation and like dragged Colt away from the area that everybody else was in. And probably found somewhere in the place to hide. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of places to hide in the salvage yard.
Okay. Did they left? Where did they go, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know who that was.
That was the guy that was like he did the he
No,
was
I know he
a-
was the circus guy, but I mean, or I can hop in my go-kart and go follow him. You got your skateboard?
we don't have any of the information that they gave them. Great. We should call your mom.
Why would we call my mom?
You're muted.
I'm
I
not.
can't hear you. I'm sorry. All the excitement's just
I-
pounding in my ears.
I'm not muted. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear him.
Yeah.
We can all hear him. Can you hear us?
Okay, I don't hear anything. I just can't hear anything. I think something's happened. Oh no.
It's this extra corruption bar.
It's just me.
Yep, it's just Eris. I can't hear.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. What the hell?
Just flip back to the other scene. It's okay.
Yeah. We'll do. Well, while Eris works that out.
Yeah, okay, you're in this on your own.
We will cut back to the car. The car hasn't left as of just this second.
I'm working
but
on it.
Is beginning to pull out of the salvage yard. You see it make a nice little 3-point turn as it starts to lead back towards the chain link fence around the van. The two of you, whether you are buckled in or not, are along for the ride.
Buckled in. I'm not dying in this car.
Yeah.
Mr. LaBelle looks back to you and says, well, what were the two of you doing in my facility?
Oh, I thought we were going to have the talk later. No.
No, we're having the talk right now.
Don't say anything.
You
He's
realize
kind of like leaning very close to Otis, so like, okay, now I'm scared.
Otis, you realize there were surveillance cameras that followed you into, around, and out of the facility. You also realize that you found a security camera here in the salvage yard. Yes, I know exactly what your bus looks like. And then you stupidly, Otis, stole the security camera and brought it into your bedroom for some number of days.
What?
It was a ball. I mean,
before I sent it to recall back to the facility. There isn't much for you not to say. I've heard most of the things you've talked about. At least for the beginning portion of the summer.
Oh my God, Otis.
It was a robot ball. It was, I don't know what it was. I thought it was alien stuff. Stop making me talk.
Exactly. Shh, don't. That's mean. He is flustered.
I would like to speak to a lawyer.
Shut up.
What do you want me to do?
I don't think they're gonna let us have a lawyer.
I'm not.
If you saw all of the things you think you saw, then you know why we were there.
I would like to hear it from you.
I would not like to be recorded and then coerced into a confession. I read books.
Seems as though you've been watching far too much TV, young girl.
How dare you?
We're kids. That's what we do, dude.
Far too many movies, television shows. Far too much Twilight Zone.
Actually, I get all my information from my aunt. So if you have beef, pick it up with her. You can call her again.
An incredibly reliable source.
Excuse me?
I said, Dennis is an incredibly reliable source.
Well, you sounded very sarcastic, and I'd be very careful before you say something mean about my family. Alara's gonna kick the seat.
It lurches forward. Excuse me. I won't speak ill of your family. I've known them for quite a while.
Okay, dude, if you want, why you have us here?
I told you.
Are we in trouble?
We're going to have a conversation. Typically, a conversation is two or more people discussing back and forth. Thus far, it has been me asking you questions and you refusing to answer. Not quite the conversation I was hoping for.
That's an interrogation. No, that's an interrogation. You're interrogating us and trying to make us say shit. Sorry, make us say stuff that could,
So we should ask questions too. Why do you have my aunt's number? Why was she?
We want a third party, bro.
I understand how this looks.
Damn.
Let me fully explain the situation that you're in. The amount of video evidence, the amount of fingerprints from the things you touched, the amount of DNA from the hair that fell from your head as you ran out and crawled through the ventilation ducts. If I were to want either of you to be punished for your actions, there isn't a court in these 50 United States that would stop that from happening. There is no juvenile penitentiary for either of you. You would both be sent to Leavenworth as you have broken government law. You broke into a government facility. This isn't like you stole a stick of bubblegum from the local Cumberland Farms. You broke into a government research facility, a top secret government research facility. You know who else tries to break into top secret government research facilities? The Russians.
I'm Turkish.
Okay, all right,
Point
dude.
Notwithstanding.
Okay, what? All right. Whatever you
I'm
got,
simply
it's on
asking
me.
questions. There's nothing I need to interrogate you about. I have all the evidence I could ever have wanted. What I'm asking is, why do you think you broke into my facility? What did you think you would find?
Oh.
Honestly, that night was a blur. All right, like I can't remember half the things. Okay, dude, I'm a kid.
If we were looking for something specific, would that be bad?
I don't
It
know.
all started with that weird orb thing, the donut thing.
Oh yeah, this is all you guys' fault.
That you
I
guys
can't believe you brought dangerous technology from a different dimension to a football game. What is wrong with you? Who runs this facility?
I do.
Yeah, you do. Well, you're not doing a very good job.
My brother was touching that stuff, man.
The
Yeah.
device, Mr. Schrader, the device we brought to the football game was entirely inert.
Not that night.
Yes, it was.
Then what was the one that was flying around?
Mr. Trivedi, I am speaking. From the moment it left our facility to the moment it touched your brother's hands, that device was inert.
Oh.
The moment Colt touched that, several more of those devices that we have sprang to life and exploded out of our facility. So, I ask you again, why do you think you were in the loop? What were you looking for? What were you hoping to find? What do you think happened that would cause you to break in to a government facility, which even your friend Lucas would understand would be life in prison?
Okay, all right. Hey, whoa. We don't need to go that far. Like, we're just a bunch of
So what do you think
stupid kids
you were going to find?
I thought you kidnapped my girlfriend.
I thought I would find out about my dad, because your weird orb thing showed me visions, and how my dad left. What?
Interesting. Did the orb show you anything?
Me?
Yes, Miss Kai.
Brandy has slept since then, and I don't recall. Did it?
I think yours only showed you interacting with Jennifer.
That's right.
I don't think it actually showed you any.
I didn't see. No, it just put
Yeah.
me in the other space. I didn't see visions, but I did go to, like, you know, pocket dimension. One of them. My girlfriend was in it. But I couldn't get her out. So
Was this space entirely devoid of light?
Yeah.
Yours
Really
as well,
echoey.
Mr. Trivedi?
It was a memory, dude. Like, I don't know. It wasn't my memory either. It was just, it's like I was a third person and like watching a movie. You know?
And what exactly did you see?
That's family matter. I don't know. I'm not comfortable talking about my family like that without their permission. I don't know. That's not my story to tell, man. I don't even know if
saw
it's
a time
true.
loop.
I'm sorry?
I saw a time loop.
Of?
Jen getting abducted by your aliens. Well, they're not aliens. I guess they're not yours, but by the orb parallel things.
Did your other friends touch the orb?
What other friends?
One of my drones went to your house, Mr. Trivedi, where your brother and a young woman, I believe Miss Wellington, were hiding in various cabinetry around your house.
Well, yeah, that's probably scary stuff, man. I bet you anything they were.
So I'll ask you again. Did either of them touch the orb as well?
We maybe all touched it a few times.
And did everyone receive some sort of vision?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I
We
want to.
didn't
I'm
all
gonna say
share
no.
everything
No. Yeah.
about
Well,
it. We were
my
just
brother
trying
tells
to
me everything, and he
document it.
didn't tell me about that. And so no, he didn't. I bet you anything, he didn't see nothing. He's not involved. Neither is Mac.
Yeah, I just saw it because my girlfriend was in the pocket space. So I wanted to get her, and I thought that it was your thing so that I could go get her. And I was correct.
There was an entire dumpster, remember? Like,
Yeah, they were all in
you
like
told him.
the trash.
As I said, several of the devices exploded out from our facility.
Yeah, well, they went to the trash. I don't
The
know
trash
why.
is apparently the final place they went. They had
Well,
gone
no.
several other places during the afternoon.
Yeah, but they left after that, I think. Or
Kinda just
somebody got
vanished.
him. I don't know if you got him, but they were gone. But anyway, so was the person I was looking for, and we went looking for her, and I was correct, and you did have her. You put
How
weird
is Miss
Yeah,
Tao
you
doing?
kidnap people, dude.
Yeah.
How is Miss
You
Tao
have
doing?
people.
Wait, what?
What?
How is Miss Tao doing?
She's fine.
Is she acclimating well?
She's fine.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is she adjusting to her environment?
I mean,
Is she
like her
normal?
normal. I mean, like
Yeah.
her normal environment, like she was always part of before you abducted her.
Well, you yanked her out of one of our tanks and dragged her through a ventilation duct. So I'm asking
Well, yeah,
if
she
she's
didn't have any
acclimating.
health
Shh.
problems.
He knows all of them. He's the villain.
I
He
know.
We're in a car.
What's he gonna do? Anti-abduct us? We're already in the van.
Touche. All right,
I'm
go.
simply asking how she's doing.
She's fine. I've said it 3 times.
Well, I mean,
She's
I suppo-
fine.
okay, yeah, no, she's fine.
I mean, she's like, cool, but like, she's fine.
Okay. And that's the only reason you entered the facility. So look
Yeah.
for and retrieve Miss Tao.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you guys doing out there, man? That's not legal.
Don't ask any more questions. Probably already know too much.
This is not right. Like, how could you take a human being like that and just like stuff her in a tube, dude?
For what it's worth, Mr. Trivedi, we did not take Miss Tao.
Huh? What, did somebody drop her off on your doorstep or something?
No. In fact, without going into specifics, we are the reason you have Miss Tao back.
That's unhelpful. And given that I saw that you guys have a whole cemetery of like dead bodies or something, or new bodies, I don't know, and I don't want to know. I don't know how helpful that is.
I'm
Oh,
aware of what our facility holds.
This is a lot of
So,
stuff.
I mean, like we told you why we were there. Why are we going to see my aunt?
Guess I'm not just going to drop you on the side of the street. That would be rude.
Locking us in a car was polite.
I didn't lock you in. The doors are
There's
unlocked.
There's no handles.
Well, that's entirely different.
I hate adults.
I'm not the one who faked a traumatic brain injury and threw himself on the ground.
That was her idea.
I believe.
Because you were bombing.
Either way.
You sent me out there.
I thought you could be cool.
Well, yeah, you were so totally cool, weren't you? Wow, that was a great idea. Faint. Oh, just faint.
Children.
I don't know. That's
Enough. Stop bickering. The opportunity presented itself to have a conversation, and I took it. This was far more convenient than me having to chase you down.
Oh, so you sent me to the lion's mouth. Great. All right, that was cool. Yeah, I
I'm gonna
wanted to
kick
go. Oh,
Otis.
just talk to him.
just kicking him right in the shin.
Listen, the two of you, like an old married couple,
Ew.
Gross.
stop fighting. I need you to listen close. There is someone in town. You two are seemingly a double trouble. Two of you are, when together, are inclined to do the dumbest things. There's a man in town. He's currently working with the school. His name is Mr. Black.
Dude, I know him. Oh, dude, that guy's creepy.
Oh, he's my mom's new boss.
Yes, he's a consultant
He sucks.
at the school and a number of other places. It would be in your best interest to not pull any of your shenanigans and to stay as far away from him as possible. Especially your brother.
Dude, what's my brother got to do with this?
We weren't messing with that dude.
He came to us.
Not even fully. He just kind of came to the junkyard when we were there. He looked, other people said he looked weird.
The point is, the two of you find trouble more than it finds you. Don't go looking for it.
All right, fair play. The only time we ever looked for trouble was one night, dude. Like every other thing that has happened, weird stuff just happens, right? Like the football game, weird. Like we were just supposed to go to a
going
football
out
game.
doing whatever she wants every night. I don't really think she can say anything right now.
The carnival, weird. That there was flyers. Like we were just going to have fun. That stuff just happened. All right, we're not going to see
You didn't
trouble.
know about that.
Well, cat's out of the bag. All right, he knows about everything else. Clearly,
Mr. Trivedi,
Did you know about
strange
that?
things don't just happen to you.
Well,
if they
no,
are
typically
happening to
people
you-
do them to us, like you with your freaky carnival. Fine.
If they are happening to you, they are happening for a reason.
well, you can keep your reasons and give me my normal life back, dude. Like I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we just wanted to have a normal night. Everything was weird. So we thought, okay, let's have a nice night out. And then you abducted us and put us in a dreamland. We were just minding our business.
Yes. And for that, I apologize.
So you was you.
But I
What was that
needed-
about?
I needed to find some things out.
Well, I hope you liked my nice palace before the boys farted it up.
You didn't
He
see anything.
Leans forward, or reaches forward into his breast pocket, and pulls something out. He says, I hope this is due compensation. And he hands you a gold coin. Seemingly the same gold coin you handed one of the clowns. I believe this is yours, Miss Kaya.
Thanks.
And with that,
Oh.
we've arrived at our destination.
Oh, God.
And you are not in a medical center. You are in a parking lot with no building attached. In it is Dennis's piece of shit car. As she sits on the grill of the car, waiting for you to arrive. The LeBaron pulls to a stop. The driver gets out, first opening Alara's door, then walking around the trunk and opening Otis's drawer. Door rather.
Can't believe you
This
put
is-
us in a child lock, dude. That was uncool.
Standard government vehicle. They're all like that.
Yeah, so when you get arrested, you can't escape.
I would suggest not to speak to anyone about our conversation. Now, I
Yeah,
know
wouldn't want
that
people to know you-
doesn't include the fact that you're going to immediately tell Colt and Mackenzie and Lucas and Jennifer.
Dude,
However,
that's
beyond
creepy, dude.
beyond that, I suggest you don't bring this up.
Who else would we even tell?
Exactly. No one will believe you anyway. That being said, I've enjoyed our company. Please refrain from breaking into my facility or any of its satellite locations ever again. And if your luck plays out, we'll never have to have another conversation like this.
Wait. Okay, you asked all these questions. I think we have the right to ask you a couple questions, or at least one.
Fine. You each get one question.
Alara, what are you gonna ask him?
Alara is so annoyed. But she did remember something that she had found in the loop that like she's just like, well, nobody else can answer this question. She's like, why was my dad's name blacked out on all the records that we found? Or didn't find, allegedly, when we allegedly were in your facility. Allegedly.
Continuously saying allegedly doesn't make it any less of a fact, Miss Kate. Your dad your father, your aunt, and myself have worked together in some capacity for years. With your father's passing, so too was any information of his involvement in our activities.
Wait, did that make sense?
If it was me and not him, my name would have been redacted. It wasn't out of malice. It was for your family's safety.
Okay. My turn.
Yes.
DM,
Yes.
quick question.
Yes.
What was the name of the car, the company that my dad got in the car he got into?
It was either New England Positronics or Twin River Semaphore.
I think it was the Positronics.
It was New England Positronics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was gonna say Boston Dynamics, but
Yep.
yeah,
I was
it's not
also
it.
gonna say
Spot on. Connecticut
Same thing.
Genetics.
uh,
Yeah, New England Positronics.
Pennsylvania Prototypes. Got it.
That's the one.
So I go, so what's New England Positronics? And does that matter? It doesn't. Well, actually, no. Screw that. Is my dad alive?
Technically speaking, yes.
oh.
What the hell does that mean?
It means
Ew.
that technically speaking, your father is alive.
What is he like in a coma or something? Like what? Where's my dad, dude?
You understand that the space that you saw, that blacked out space, the space devoid of light, was not here. Yes?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. From what I understand, that is a space between spaces.
Yeah, Yeah, pocket dimension.
Not exactly. It would be more simple to describe it as a biblical limbo.
What is that? What? That even okay?
A
Like a
purgatory.
purgatory, dude?
Yes.
Hell exists? Haven't exist.
No,
I don't think
I'm not saying biblical locations exist, although I can't disprove that at this moment. If that area is a space between spaces, the implication is then that there are other spaces, or there would be no between.
That's true.
Your father is alive and well in a different space.
Is he like stuck there or something? What? Why?
Stuck implies that he cannot return, and therefore that is accurate. Although it was his choice. He was selected for a program, volunteer application, one-way trip.
So it's the same thing. He left us. He left us. He voluntarily. He just said, "Fuck this family. He's screw them. Let's go." Just left us. He's. You're telling me he volunteered for this? He just went and left my mom and I and my brother.
It's far more complicated than that, but I believe I've answered your question.
Pretty simple. Thank you for your answer. I'm good. Thanks. Deuces with whatever you're doing back there. I don't care anymore. Bye. Thanks for the ride. Sorry for everything, I guess. Alara, are you coming? It just turns and walks.
Miss Kaya,
Hmm.
keep an eye on him.
For what?
Irrational behavior, erratic outbursts. The situation is far more complicated than I'm at liberty to discuss.
Outbursts from what?
I wouldn't want him to act out
Oh.
based on his new information.
I'm really not the person to tell that to. And Alara's just gonna flip him off and leave.
The driver closes both of the doors, gets back in the driver's side, and the car backs out. Your aunt looks at the two of you and just sort of nods towards the car. And that's where we end this episode of Glenbrook Unhallowed. Season 2, Episode 6, Vasovagal Syncope. Corruption bars.
Oh,
That was good.
Corruption bar number 1 was stuffing Otis into the vehicle. Corruption bar number 2 was the car-based VCR that was in there. And corruption bar number 3, because we had a third one, was the return of that coin. So with that, let's go around, do some introductions so that we can get the hell out of here and talk about what the fuck just happened in our after show. If you guys want access to the after show for this episode and all the other episodes of all of our other actual plays, Patreon link right down below. Click on that link, join us at the $5 tier. It's worth your money. You get all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, character insight, player insight, behind the scenes exclusives, all kinds of fun stuff. Join us down there. While you're down there, click on that Discord link, join us in the Discord, talk more about these games, be a part of the community, be a part of the conversation. But for now, Aris, do we have you back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Who did I start with last time? I started with Aris. So we'll start with KP. KP, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
Hello, my name's KP. You can find me as KP Living Studios, and all your social media is primarily on, well, probably still primarily on Twitter. Outside of that, you can find me again every Thursdays on this wonderful channel. We'll be doing the oh man, my brain's all kinds of fuddled. The One Ring campaign, which is the Lord of the Rings campaign. And then not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, we'll be having our usual every other Wednesday D&D stream on Not One Fun's channel. So if you want to check that out, it's absolutely fun. It's a Fey Wild campaign, so it's a lot of weird shenanigans happening over there. Outside of that, I don't think anything else has been announced just yet. But keep an eye out on Twitter, and you'll catch more over there. So do check me out there. All right?
Hell yeah. Gnome, same questions. Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Yo, what's up? My name is Gnome. Who cares? Look at this cute. I drew Colt. That's what I was
Adorable.
doing.
Baby.
Adorable.
Is in mud. Yep.
You did that all. That was wow.
Yep.
What a little bean.
That's it.
That's
What's up?
so
Y'all
good.
are awesome. This was so good. Holy shit.
Good
So many
times.
questions.
Good time. Brandy, same questions. Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Hi, everybody. I'm Brandy. Find me on Twitter at the Brandy Rose. That's where I live. I'm a producer, actor, streaming kit designer. I do all the things, take commissions. I have a lot of links. You can find all of them on my card, which you can find on my Twitter, which is also just like brandyrose.carrd.co. And then thank you. I also have a GoFundMe going, for which we actually have more of a date now for like, online safety purposes. I'm not gonna like tell you guys the exact date of like when I'm leaving, but let's just suffice to say that we only have this month left to fill that GoFundMe as much as possible to get there. And I'm very, very excited about all of the things that I'll be able to do once I am settled in and safe and secure and all of that fun stuff. But I do have a lot of things coming up, too many to name. So make sure to follow the Twitter. And then the Twitch is twitch.tv/cutestpatoot.
Hell yeah. And last but not least, Aris, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
Hello, I'm Arisavad. I make things. You can find the things that I make at arisavad.com. Like this cool freaking look at this sweatshirt. I have it in a hoodie and a t-shirt too if sweatshirts aren't your thing. So,
Adorable.
go check out my website because I'm visiting my kid in across country this week, and man, gas is expensive.
I'm gonna name that the cat butt shirt.
The what?
Cat butt.
There's
cheek
no
shirt.
cat butt on it.
But it's a cat with
Yeah.
the ass symbol on it. So it's cat butt.
You can find, if you go to my website and you click the search the little search magnifying glass in the corner and you search Rufus, you can find Rufus butt stickers.
Love that. Love
There's
that.
also a Rufus sticker pack.
So get your ass hat and your cat butt over at arisavad.com. Use coupon code HotDiceDaddies and get a nice percentage off. That being said, we're out of here. Thank you so much. This episode was a fucking whirlwind. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all those corruption bars. We will see you next time. For all of us, you guys. Bye-bye.